Greetings and salutations, my name's Xenogard, and today we're going to be taking a look at Slice and Dice, the 2.0 release. It is a dice battling roguelike. It is very simple in its concept and execution. Essentially, we roll dice, they determine what we do in combat, we kill enemies, and we progress through. We have to progress through a 20 level dungeon, so we go through 20 different combats with varying degrees of difficulty. There are a ton of unlocks in the game. We have a whole bunch of different modes that we can unlock through various different things. There are like 100 different heroes that we can unlock and progressively get over time. There's a ton of different monsters that we can fight. 59 in total. 355 items. Just a ton, just ton of stuff like modifiers to everything, keywords. There's a whole bunch of depth. It might not look like much, but there's just a huge amount of meat on the bones of this one, and it is right up my alley, and I've been wanting to cover it for a while. It's actually one of the first games I wanted to cover on the channel, but for various reasons I never got around to doing it, and I decided to pick up the game and try it out now. So we'll see how it does. Anyway, I think we're going to jump into a normal, just for the sake of the video, get our feet wet a little bit. I have tried out hard just a little bit. We've just picked up the game, so we're starting fresh. I did play the demo quite a bit. But anyway, so this is the combat screen. We roll these dice. We have two rerolls. On each side of the dice, there's a different face, and that determines like what attacks we're going to be used. So this is like a ranged attack that does 2 damage. This is a melee attack that does 2 damage. Then these are blank sides. And then if we look at something like the defender, you can see he's got like shields and things like that, and the healer as well. All of our heroes can level up to like different job classes, and yeah, it's just really interesting. And then over on the right hand side, we have the enemies, and you can right click them and see what they do. So these are archers, they fire at target the back row, and this goblin, he just does a buttload of damage. Yeah, so there's like a lot of strategy and things like that. I think we're going to keep the 2 damage and fire at one of these archers. We don't need the healing. We don't really need... These are really low in defense. Let's see what the defender does. He can get either a 2 or a 3 shielding. I think we're going to try to do that. We're going to re-roll here. No, I don't really want to get those either, so we're going to use up our last re-roll, see if we can get something a little bit better. We definitely got something a little bit better. Nothing on the defender, unfortunately. So we're going to go ahead and use up these manas that you can see we have spells down at the bottom. We're going to use this thief, and I think we're going to take out probably this archer. I believe so. It's attacking our healer. What is attacking? The goblin is attacking our thief. We can't defend the thief, unfortunately. I would like to be able to defend... Oh, wait, no, we can. We have a burst. Alright, so burst, it does 2 damage or shields for 2. We can go ahead and shield the thief for 2. We can undo this at any time. So this is kind of like a little bit of a puzzle to figure out whatever is the best, you know, the best order of operations once you have completed all your rolls for the turn. Or you can go through and, like, with the first rolls you did, see what's possible, and then go back and then do a re-roll after that and try to change the outcome just a little bit. But once all your re-rolls are completely locked in, yeah, you can undo this as much as you want until you find out the best possible solution to your current situation. So we're going to go ahead and go back, do that, shield up the thief a little bit, and just lay into the goblin since we can't attack the archer. The archer is in the back row, as you can see by the fact that it's like tabbed back just a little bit and the goblin's ahead of it. Yeah, very, very simple game, but a ton of depth and strategy. And once our heroes start leveling up and getting offered different job classes, the game just gets more and more complex as we move along. I think we're going to go ahead and take the damage. We'll take both of these. Actually, no, I might re-roll for the healer. And I might re-roll all of this. I kind of want to get at least 2 defense to kind of protect my mage from dying if possible. What can we get on the fighter? The fighter can... Yeah, I think we'll just look for damage on the fighter, to be honest. So I think we'll leave it at this. Maybe we can go for the flare and kill everything. I'm not certain. Maybe we should have kept the mana. Maybe we will keep the mana. We'll go something like this, and then we'll try to get the fighter to have some damage as well. Might not need it. Alright, we ended up getting a defend. That's fine. We can prevent our mage from basically taking any damage. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the goblin like this. I'm gonna take all of this, and we could flare this, or we could just burst him, honestly. We don't need to do... We don't need to... we're not gonna do anything to this guy anyway. I mean, now technically speaking, we don't need to defend here, so we're gonna undo that. See, very, very nice for things like this. We can go defend the fighter instead since we're taking out this goblin. And you know what? Or anything else we would want to do instead? Flare does 5 damage. Now, we could technically flare the goblin. There we go, yeah, we'll flare the goblin like this, and then we'll just attack the archer, and we can end it that turn. See? Little thing that I didn't notice at the very top of the combat. Alright, we gotta level up here. So we have a choice between leveling our fighter to a gladiator, which will do a bunch of stuff. Let's see, get engaged, does 2 times damage versus targets on full HP. So he's got 2 engages, he's got a self-shield and attack, and then he's got just a defend, or we can get an herbalist, which will give us a little bit more like mana batteries and some basic healing. It'll be like regen and things like that. Adds growth to target sides this turn. What does growth do? Oh, that's a poison. What does growth do? Gets +1 this fight after use. Ooh, that could be pretty decent. I think we're probably going to take the gladiator, but I'm not entirely certain here. Poison inflicts 1 unblockable damage at the end of each turn, and it is single use. Yeah, so some of these dice sides are like single use. Some of them will like grow over time. Some of them have like a certain number of uses. Very interesting. And we can alter them as well. We have like a different, we have like an inventory. We'll take the gladiator here. We'll confirm that. All right. So we have an inventory and we can get various items that will either alter the sides and give us passive effects. And every character can equip 2 items at a time. All right. Anyway, we'll continue on. Combat number 2. Real quick, if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please give the video a like. It helps out immensely. It helps boost the video in the YouTube algorithm and push it out to more people. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing it. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. You can help us out with that. Anyway, let's get back to the game, shall we? Sorry about that. It's just something you kind of have to do when you're in this position. All right, we're gonna go ahead and re-roll here. We got some mana, but I don't really want any of this. We're gonna re-roll that as well. Alright, we got some defense going on. We can save our thief from death this turn. Go ahead and use up this mana. So where do we want to throw our attacks this turn? Kind of, I'm thinking of just laying into one of the wolves, although we could get rid of the rat. The rat is like a consistent 2 to 3 damage. The wolves are definitely significantly worse, for sure. Maybe we'll go ahead and just lay into one of the wolves. Defend the thief a little bit. That is not enough to save our thief, so we're gonna go do something like that. Defend the thief for another 2. Or we could take out one of the wolves as well. Kind of. Alright, let's actually see if that is a better path, because it ends up preventing the damage as well. Let's go ahead and burst down this wolf. And the thief is also saved there, and I think that's a little bit better. We could also mend, we don't need to, so that's a hero to 3 HP. We'll continue onwards then. The game does not have any music or soundtrack. It is just simply the sounds of rolling dice and clicking and things like that. We'll go ahead and take the gladiator there. So I might go in post and put in some like royalty-free music, something that I'm allowed to use, legally speaking, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep it like this. It's a very, very chill kind of thing. Well, our thief can't do anything this turn, which is very unfortunate. We'll go ahead, use up this mana. Use up the mana. I think you defend the healer, heal the gladiator a little bit. We'll go ahead and we could get rid of the rat this turn. But I think we're still going to attack the wolf. I would like to kill the wolf, so we can go ahead and kill the wolf. And now we can just defend the healer, because that's the only thing that's getting damaged, and the healer can go ahead and, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're gonna heal the thief, just because the thief has less HP. And the rat does nothing. Rat's gonna hit us for 2. I don't think it really matters, though, because he's pretty much dead right here. We'll re-roll this just to get a little bit of an overkill going on, and I'm not gonna worry about doing any more than that. Well, I should have attacked the gladiator first because it would have one-shot him. Alright, we've got a choice of an item here. So we could either get a healing wand. What's the healing wand do? Replaces the rightmost side with heal 4. It is a single use. Or we can get bark skin, immune to shields, +2 max HP. I mean, I don't want anything to be immune to shielding. That doesn't sound good. Or we can get a random tier 1 item. I'm going to take the healing wand. And we can go ahead and put that on the healer. She doesn't have anything in her right slot at the moment, so we'll go ahead and do that. That was a big heal in our single use. Alright, let's go. Got a boar, 2 rats, and an archer. Would like to take out the archer first, and we can do that immediately. Thank you, thief. Alright, we'll take the gladiator's big old attack as well. Our mage is basically just a mana battery. Essentially, all it has is the ability to get mana, so we can re-roll that one and hope to get something a little bit better. We can actually re-roll all of these. These are kind of not the greatest. At this point, I'm risking the defender. I want to get at least a 2 or a 3 defend with the defender. Don't know if that's gonna happen. I still want to roll this as well. I think we will take the 2 mana on the healer, just so we have a guaranteed burst. Alright, that didn't really work out for us. Go ahead and defend the mage. Probably defend the mage again with a burst, I'm thinking. Can we attack the archers? We cannot. I didn't think we would be able to, but I didn't know if burst counted as a ranged attack or not. We will take out the archer, which will help the mage out a little bit. And then maybe we attack one of the rats. I wouldn't mind doing that. Or we could go straight after the boar and instead, because if we take out one of the rats, let's say we take out this bottom rat, the mage will be in a much better position. So, that being the case, I think we'll go ahead and add this. Doesn't matter there. Go ahead, kill this rat. Kill this archer. Oh wait, no, we wanted to defend the healer instead. That's what I was trying to do. Apologies. Defend the healer. Heat up those 2. Archer, and then this rat. And yeah, that should be okay. And then we can burst something down. Or that, or we could defend even more. I'm inclined to just burst. Just use the burst there. Maybe I should have done it on the boar. But I think this is okay. Could stock up enough to do a flare as well. Alright, we're gonna take this. Ah, we big damage on the boar this turn. Take that. And you know what? Maybe just take this, or maybe... Nah, we can go ahead and re-roll it. I'm gonna undo that real quick. Real quick, do something like that. Try to get a 2 on this one, at the very least. That is not a 2. Come on, and just absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. Well then, in that case... I should have kept it. Alright, we're gonna attack the boar. Can we take out the boar this turn? We cannot. We're very close to being able to. I'm just gonna take out the rat. Just a little bit. We'll defend the mage. Nobody's gonna take any damage this turn. And I guess I'll heal the healer. And yeah, that's about it. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Get hit by a boar. Alright, so this boar has an ability that its last HP must be removed individually, so we can't do just 3 damage to it here. Alright, we'll take that. I kind of want to reroll everything. We'll take both of these, actually. I think that's fine. There. This is enough damage to take it out, so we're going to go ahead and... I mean, it doesn't matter the order. Click, please. There we go. Alright, Gladiator, go, do your thing. Alrighty. Another level up, we get a choice between a druid or a jester. What does the jester do? He's got a cantrip, that means it activates as soon as it lands face up. Very good. There's a character that the thief can turn into that has all cantrips on all of its faces, and it is insanely good. I believe it is named the Juggler. Get +1 mana, single uses. I don't like single uses for things like that. So I'm not gonna take those ones. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna take the jester. I don't like what it has to do. These +1 mana single uses, don't like it. Not a fan. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna take the druid. He's got a little bit of shielding and growth and like cleanse effects as well. That will remove some debuffs. What does it spell? 1 bounce to all enemies. Yeah, we'll take the druid for the healer. I think that's okay. I like it. Alright, inventory. Healing item was unequipped. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add the healing item back. You could add it to the mage for now, just so the mage has 1 less side that is just a total blank. I'm fine with doing that for the moment. And then when the mage levels up, we can change that out. Go ahead and continue. Gotta fight a big troll here. the druid apparently just wants to give me mana, and I would like something else for the druid. I would like one of these attacks, please. I mean, I guess two of its sides are mana-based. I kind of want to reroll all of this, though. Like, this is all the weaker sides. Alright, well, we can't... We get nothing. We get nothing. Alright. The thief, go ahead and attack. Defender, go ahead and attack. Gladiator, who do you want to fend here? Honestly, probably the thief, just because the thief is one of our best damage dealers, and we don't want to use this at all. I wish we could skip using it, but we can't, unfortunately. We have to use it. So I guess I'll use it. I mean, it doesn't matter who I use it on. Alright, we'll go ahead and continue forward. Troll regenerates 1 HP at the end of each turn. Alright, unfortunately, the gladiator's really nice effect of doing double damage is not effective here. I mean, we'll let the druid be a mana battery, I guess. And I'm gonna reroll all of these. I don't want them. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we can reroll these two. This is fine. Alright, we did get a 3 defense. That's good. We can save our mage. Go ahead and use both of these. And maybe we flare here? 5 damage. That's pretty big. I mean, we could also technically go back and do 1 damage to all enemies and heal all allies by 1, but I don't think that is that great for us. This is okay. That being said, we are taking like 3 damage across a bunch of people. Maybe we do want to do balance and then save up. No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Just get rid of this troll. The faster we get rid of the troll, the less damage we're going to take overall. So we'll just look at it that way. Alright, the druid can do an attack here. The gladiator can do an attack here. Do you want this defender to do an attack as well? How much HP does he have? So there are 5 little pips on each row. Makes it really easy to count. So we got 7 in total. Then we're doing 2, 4. This is technically speaking 5. So we only need to land attack with a thief to kill. So we'll reroll these 2. Oh, come on. Let's alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, we get the kill. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Go. And then druid. Go ahead and attack. There we go. Alright. Level 5. It's a Trident Ring. Adds +1 to whatever the rightmost side is. Or a Sapphire. Replace the middle side with +2 mana. I don't really want either of those, to be honest. Is there anybody we want to replace their middle side with? I don't think so. At least not at the moment. So I'm gonna take a random tier 2 item. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that. We got powdered mana. Replace blank sides with +1 mana. Okay, I will take that. That's actually not too bad. I think we'll go ahead and go to the inventory and take this off, and we're just gonna... The mage is now officially just a mana battery. That's all the mage's job is. Go and continue. We got a Sneck and a Slimer. The Slimer, every time it gets down to these health values, it will split into a little Slimelet, which has 2 health. My cat decided he wanted to use my chair as a scratching post, and it was very, very loud. We'll take the 2. I would like to re-roll all of this. My cat is now playing in the background, so I might have to pause every once in a while if he gets a little loud. Apologies. And if you can hear him in the background over me talking, I apologize as well, but he is a very cute little boy, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. We're going to take out the Sneck first. I'm not really too worried about the Slimer. I'm kind of more worried about the Snake. But is that really something to worry about? Maybe the Slimer is more important. He's got a total of 7. The Snake has 5. Snake, what do these faces do? Are they just straight up damage? They're poison 2. That is definitely not good. And these are just straight up damage, I believe. Yeah. Just damage. They do a cleave. The snake is going to rack up over time and do a bunch of damage to us, and I'd rather not. So we're just going to go after the snake. We got 2 there. 2 there. And we could kill the snake outright this turn, which I think is fine. And then here we'll defend the defender. Or we could defend the thief. In all honesty, probably defend the thief. Thief has less HP. I want to keep him nice and healthy. Now we can worry about the Slimer. Definitely a much better route to go down. I think we're going to take this defense. We're going to take this 2 mana. I kind of want to re-roll the rest of these. Just to attempt to get something a little bit better. That's pretty nice. And then damage across the board. Alright, so what do we want to do here? I mean, I think we just attack. Attack again. I'm not really worried about the Slimelet, so I think I'm gonna attack again. Oh, for some reason I thought this dagger was a poison. It's just growth, so it gains 1 every turn. And then we'll defend the mage here. Doesn't really matter too much. And then we can burst and kill the Slimer. And we don't have to defend anybody. Right, end the turn. 2 Slimelets are going to go ahead and attack. We should be able to take this out pretty handedly. No problem there. Yep. Go ahead and attack 1, and attack 2. Easy peasy. Alright, we gotta level up here. We can get a Warden or an Evoker. The Evoker just becomes a less efficient mana battery than the Mage. Not really a fan of that. Does 4 damage to the topmost enemy. I don't want the Evoker at all. And I don't, like, it is obviously a less efficient mana battery. So, no thank you. That's a little bit weird to me. I mean, I guess you can customize the Evoker, so I'm sure there's a reason to take it, but... no, cancel, definitely not. We're taking the Warden, for sure. It's just a better defender, I guess. Alright, continue on. Got a bunch of goblins here. The goblins will flee if they are alone. We could attempt to take out all the goblins at once. Well, this is so much damage coming our way. We'll take the druids. We'll take the druids damage, yes. Probably reroll these two. Yeah. We'll reroll these two. Alright, we can take something out there, and we want to aim for one of the two. I mean, we might as well. We're not gonna land on a blank side with the mage, so that's okay. Alright. So each of these goblins has 5. Which one do we want to take out first? Probably the one that's attacking the mage, and then we don't have to necessarily defend the mage. Probably seems like a good idea. Everybody else is okay. They have enough health. The mage does not. So we're gonna go ahead and just attack the goblin that is attacking the mage. Then who do we want to defend here? Probably the warden. Although defending the druid is also... Yeah, we're gonna defend the druid. The warden has a ton of health. So we can get him back up pretty easily and just stack up a little bit of mana here. End the turn. On to the next turn. Enjoying myself a nice cup of hot cocoa currently. Hope you are all doing well. Go ahead, take this damage, take this block, take this damage and block, and then maybe both mana batteries here. We do a flare. We could do a flare and like attack 2 of the goblins and kind of take them out 2 in tandem. Actually, no, the flare, excuse me, I was thinking the flare was something that did damage to all enemies when they are damaged. That is not the case. It is just 5 damage in total. Although, I mean, that's a lot of damage. So I think we're gonna do that. Flare one of the goblins. One of the goblins is attacking my thief because the thief is about to take a butt ton of damage here. Just absolutely rip that goblin. We'll go ahead and attack this one as well. Go ahead and defend the thief here. Thief takes no damage. Our druid is gonna take a ton of it though. That's fine, it's fine. We do heal at the end of each combat. What do we got here? We only have to kill the one goblin and the other will flee. So we get a little bit of heal there. We can do something like that and then reroll this, reroll it again. Come on. Thief did not want to attack this turn, apparently. Do something like this. There we go. Get a little bit of a heal off. Everybody is healed to full. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, Autumnal Leaf adds growth to the rightmost side. Ooh. Or Lucky adds +1. Changes the 2 left sides, adds +1 and -2. No, thank you. Alright, who do we want to get the Autumnal Leaf? The Autumn Leaf, rather. It's to the rightmost side, correct? Yes. Does anybody want to get a growth on their rightmost side? The Warden, maybe? The Warden or the Mage could both take it, and that would be fine. I'm actually I think I'll give it to the Warden, actually. Go ahead and do that. Inventory. Warden, you can take this. We'll have a growth on his defender. So that could potentially get very good. So if you ever if we ever get unlucky enough to roll that side, it can at least stack up over time and become better than it is. I think I'm okay with that. Although, doing it on the Mage, there is a very nice argument for being made doing it on the Mage. because then we could just get potentially a crazy amount of mana from it. Which, you know what? Now that I'm saying that out loud, we're gonna do that. I think both of them are equally as good, in my opinion. Alright, so we got, is this a mini boss fight or is that the one coming up next? I believe this is where we're at, this yellow pip right here. So the next one will be a boss. We got a slate here. Each HP must be removed individually. Oh no, my goodness. Or we could go after the bandit. I'm gonna go after the bandit first. Please if rejected monster is overkilled by 2 or more. Well, we can't do that. So yeah, we're gonna go after the bandit first. The bandit does a ton of damage. Each of these like big pips are 5. So it makes it easier to keep track. So he does 5 and 6 respectively. Like a ton of damage. And I'd rather not take all that. Although the slate does a lot of damage itself, now that I'm looking at it. That is 7 damage on every face. Ooh, owies. We need to attack him 5 times. We'll see. We'll see. All right, continue this. We'll see what makes more sense. So this is a total of 5 attacks. I mean, he's essentially like 5 attacks as well. All right, 2 attacks there, a defense there. Maybe we want to re-roll this attack though, because this druid is getting absolutely wrecked this turn. So is the gladiator as well. Yeah, we'll re-roll these. See if we can get. Do we want to aim for the 3 or 4? Maybe. Right, we're gonna take this though. I'll re-roll these last 2. We're going to gamble here. All right. Well, that wasn't exactly what we wanted to do. We're going to defend the druid for sure. Just stack up this 1 mana. Who do we want to hit here? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We get 3 attacks on the slate. I think we're actually gonna go after the slate. We can kill him potentially next turn, and then we'll worry about the bandit. Yeah, this guy's just going to consistently pump out 7 damage every turn, and that's a lot to deal with. So we'll go after him first. Ooh, big defense. I like it. Another defense might be useful. We got the mana here, so we're going to use that. I think we'll re-roll these 2. You can see down in the bottom right, when we're done re-rolling, this will tell us that we have 2 deaths. So we know if we're preventing a death pretty easily by looking down at this spot. Maybe we go ahead and we need to get at least 2 attacks here. At least 2. We can get 1 attack in if we do it this way. At least 1 attack. Because we can do balance, which will do 1 damage to all enemies and heal allies by 1. We can also do flare, does 5 damage as well. We'll get that. Yeah, we get flare, so we're going to reroll here. We got another 2 damage. I'm going to attack like that. Is that what we want to do? Do real quick. We have 1 more reroll. I'm kind of tempted to try to reroll with the gladiator to get one of his damage abilities. Undo. Alright, we're gonna have to undo all of this. Alright, something like that, something like that. Alright, reroll the gladiator. Come on, damage. That's not... Alright, well, at least we landed back on what we had before. That's okay. That is okay. Alright. Then if that's the case, we're gonna balance, because it counts. I was gonna flare, but they're basically equal for attacking the slate. And then we'll do something like that. Now only the druid is being attacked. So we'll defend up the druid, and nobody's taking damage this turn. Let's go ahead. Move onwards. Bandit dealing 5 damage to us. Not great. We got a big defend, though. And a bunch of mana. And another defend. I mean, we could just keep our druid healthy, but I think we're going to look for Oh, I wanted to look for damage on the gladiator. I kind of wish you could pop out just a single dice if you wanted to roll just 1 rather than all of them. Maybe that's an option, and I just don't know how to do it currently, which is very possible. But defend the druid here, get up a bunch of mana, and we'll flare and just kill this thing. Easy. Alright. Level up. Ooh, we got a dabbler or a glacia. The dabbler just it dabbles in everything. It's a little bit of a jack of all trades. Does a bunch of damage, does a little bit of shielding, a little bit of healing, and a little bit of mana. Or we get Glacia, which will weaken an enemy. The target gets -1 to all of their sides, a little bit of mana battery, and a little bit of a shield and mana gain. And that goes to our mage, which is our mana battery. And I don't feel bad about actually taking the mage here, but the dabbler's really, really good. The dabbler's like a jack of all trades. He just can do a little bit of everything, and being able to do a little bit of everything is quite nice. So we're gonna take the Dabbler. I also really like his pixel art. I don't know what it is about it. It's like the Indiana Jones hat kind of thing he's got going on. I like it. Anyway, inventory. Nope, nothing was shifted around. I think we're fine with continuing like this. Although, that being said, we could give the Autumn Leaf to the Dabbler as well. Now, I think we'll keep it on the mage for now. Go ahead and start this fight. We got Agnes, Geitha, and Magrat. There we go. We got there in the end. These are like three little sisters. They all do something different when you get to their like third health pip. And yeah, I've fought these a couple of times in the demo, and I'm not really sure who we should focus the most. So 2 flames to the topmost enemy, 2 flames to the middle enemy, 2 flames to the bottommost enemy. What else do they do? It just does a bunch of damage and poison. I don't like that. The poison can rack up and become really bad. It just does a ton of just heavy upfront damage. And what does Agnes do? Just AoE damage to everybody. Or summons a wolf. Ow. That's probably not good. I think Margaret, just because the poison can become really difficult to deal with, and we don't have a lot of way to cleanse it. We really only have one cleanse here. So we're gonna worry about that. Alright. We got a big attack out of the Gladiator. Got a little bit of defense, and I don't want to attack with the Warden. Oh, we need to undo that. One moment. I'm going to actually check to see if there's a way to pull out a single dice. Alright, doesn't seem to be something that we can do, just individually unlock a specific dice to reroll. Well, undo. Do that again. Alright, there we go. No! Alright, well, it doesn't seem like to be something that we can do to unlock a individual dice. We'll go ahead and re-roll this. Oh, well, we landed on that 3 times in a row. We are destined to do it. Alright, well, anyway, I think we're going to take out Margaret first. We're going to do a bunch of damage here, and we can literally just instantly obliterate her this turn. We'll go ahead and do that. Agnes is going to summon a wolf, which I'm not happy about, but if I didn't use that on the Warden, the mage will start stacking up some mana for us. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Alright, what do we got going on? Wait! Oh, the wolf. I was like, why are there 3 again? Alright, yeah, the wolf. That makes a lot of sense. I'm more concerned about taking out Agnes than I am the wolf, but the wolf does a ton of damage as well, so maybe we do have to actually worry about the ads. Unfortunate if true. The Dabbler getting a little bit... What is this doing to us? Weaken, all sides reduced by 1 for the next turn. Oh no. Oh no. Just a big defense on everybody. Just everybody defend up. I mean, that wouldn't be terrible, but I want to do some damage. So we're gonna have these 2 reroll. We're gonna have all of these guys reroll, actually. Yeah, everybody reroll. I think we can do better than that. That's good. The Dabbler, again, getting a defend off. I don't necessarily want that. I mean, I did choose the Dabbler. It does a little bit of everything. So I guess in that case, we can have the Warden attack in place of the Dabbler. And then we'll try to get something better on the mage. Same thing. Alright, that's fine. Druid going to defend themselves. Warden, what do I want to take out here? That is the question. Do I want to go after one of those 2 or the wolf? I think we're still probably better off going after one of these 2. What is Geitha doing here? 1 damage, weaken, cleave. I mean, I think probably going after... We could take out the wolf this turn. Do something like this, and just nuke this wolf so we're not worried about it. In that case... Well, yeah, the Gladiator's okay. Alright, and then we can have the Dabbler defend, I guess, the Warden, just to keep the Warden up a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm fine with this. Then we're probably going to focus on maybe Agnes again, just so we don't have to worry about more ads. Although this big damage coming out to us, that is a lot of damage. Alright, the Druid going to defend themselves. Oh no. 0 damage on this side? That's not good. Alright, I think we could do better than this. We'll reroll. Hopefully we can do better than that. Actually, you know what? I don't know if we can do better than that, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe we could do marginally better than it. I think we'll take We'll take these. We can't really... They're all weakened, so they all have minus to some of their sides. Reroll one more with the mage. Try to get something good. Alright, that is a little bit better. We need to block the druid so the druid stays alive. We'll go after Agnes. 2, 3 hits on Agnes, and then we can defend the mage here. And I think we're going to do that. Just to keep the mage alive. We have more mana for the next turn. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got here? Another big damage from Geetha. I'm gonna just say Geetha. I'm gonna just assume that's correct. We could do a big damage to Geetha this turn, though. 4 damage this turn. I think that's worth it. Actually, everything here is pretty much worth keeping, now that I'm looking at it. So we're going to defend... maybe not on the Warden, actually. We get a big defend out of the Druid. Once again, I just want the Wardens. Just want the Wardens to reroll. Alright, something like this. Then reroll the Warden, maybe get something... well, maybe not. Maybe not. Should we aim for one? Nah, you know what? No. If anything, we reroll the Dabbler. Nah, we're just gonna take this turn. I'm thinking about this too hard. We're just gonna take this turn. We're gonna do damage like that. Defend. Make nobody take any damage. Probably heal the Warden up a little bit, but maybe the Druid. I'm gonna heal the Druid. And the Mage is going to go ahead and just burst one of them. I mean, we're so close, we might as well do this. Alright, somebody took a little bit of damage. That's fine, that's fine. We're okay here. Oh no. Agnes summoned a wolf. Maybe I should have killed Agnes. We tunnel visioned on Gaitha a little bit. Alright, damage, defend, and... No, we're gonna undo that, We're going to keep the 2 damages, we're going to keep this defend, and I think we're gonna reroll these. Yeah, that seems okay. Maybe we reroll the Druid as well. Oh, we can individually take out. I was just clicking wrong, apparently. Or maybe it was because all of the... I think it was because all of them were locked. Yeah. So, like, when it's like this, we have to undo everything. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, once again, I think we're gonna reroll the Druid, and then maybe even reroll the Warden. I might reroll everything. We're going to go for a big gamble, and reroll everything here. Everything. Let's go. Big gamble. Oh no. Alright, well, we got a big growth out of it. Definitely want to keep that. Maybe keep the mana battery? No, not keep the mana battery. Get rid of that. Reroll all of this. Come on, big mammies. Okay, that's not too bad. Big defense. And pretty much nuke down the wolf this turn. I don't think we need to do that, though. Druid's going to go ahead and block our Warden from death. And the Warden is going to do the same to the Mage. Going to balance up and probably attack everything. I think the Gladiator... 2 damage versus target on full. I mean, we just take out Gaitha here. We're overthinking this a little bit too much. We can save a bit of damage. Or we could stack up for a flare next turn and, like, instantly nuke something, which I think is what we're going to do. Like, everybody's in a okay position. We could probably take out both things next turn. We don't want Agnes summoning another wolf. Please, no. No, please. Right, we'll take those 2. Another big defense. And then, yeah, we could take... We only need the 1 for the flare. We're going to go ahead and re-roll the Dabbler. See if we can get something else. Alright, there we go. We take out the wolf this turn. I think we take out everything in this turn. Do something like that. Warden, go ahead, take out the wolf. Dabbler, go ahead, take out Agnes. Mage, flare on Agnes. Just a bunch of overkill. And there we go. But anyway, this video has gotten significantly longer than I was expecting it to. We're going to go ahead and take an item here. First, spell hack. Replace 4 blank sides with 4 damage this turn. We take an apple. What does the apple do? Ego 2. If you're to target yourself, add ego to the 2 left sides. Oh, ×2 if you target yourself. Ooh, that could be very good, actually. We're going to take the apple. Yes. Yes, please. But anyway, I think we're going to pause the video here. I don't know if we're going to make this a series on the channel or not. I'll probably do another video on it just so we can get to the end of this run, but this video is already getting fairly long. I know there's a lot of editing I have to do to it, but it's probably going to be at least a 30 to 40 minute video. even with all the editing. But yeah, we'll come back to this and we'll definitely at least finish the dungeon. If the videos do well on the channel though, it is something I can come back and do as a series. I do enjoy the game very much. I wanted to cover it because it is something I enjoy, and I like to show you guys games that I enjoy playing and are, you know, something that are right up my alley, right inside my bag, and that is this game for sure. If you want to check the game out for yourself, there's a link in the description to its itch.io page. That's the only place it's available as far as I am aware. You check it out there. It's about $7. There is a free demo available if you just want to try the game out yourself. It is essentially the same thing. The full version of the game just unlocks a bunch more options for you to play with. But the demo is just as good if you want to dip your feet into the game and see if it is something you enjoy yourself. I like this game a lot. There's a ton of depth and strategy and like different little things to sink your teeth into, like the choices of what different hero upgrades you take and items you take, and a little bit of a luck element going on, and just a ton of unlocks. It's a very simple concept executed very well, in my opinion. I would love to hear a soundtrack at some point. I don't know if the game necessarily needs it. You can listen to your own soundtrack if you're playing it by yourself. But as me, as a content creator, not having a soundtrack in the background is a little weird. I might add one in post, although if you're watching the video and there's not one, it means I decided against it. Anyway, if you've made it to the end, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I appreciate your time immensely. It means a lot to me for people to be watching these videos and enjoying the content that I make here on the channel. Give the video a like and a bunch of love. That'll let me know that you guys liked it, and I should probably make more videos on this if it does well enough. And it also, again, helps the YouTube algorithm out immensely. It is insane how much things like that matter. Made it to the end here and you haven't subscribed already, I don't know why. You should. We're on our way to 200 subscribers, and you can help us out with that, and I'll be ever so grateful. But anyway, this has been long enough post-ramble. My name has been Xenogard. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. Okay, bye.